Hiya, it's Kashka, the Tayport Community Garden with our gardener Peter.
You see that the tomatoes have all been stripped, and the reason for we've done this is because we had a bit of blight. I think the blight was happening because of the nature of the irregular ventilation and watering that we have as a problem, because nobody is full time here. And the symptoms, as you can see, are the tomatoes start to go a horrible rotting.
Ew.
And this is also the symptoms. The leaves prematurely go yellow, brown and start to wither and dry off.
Pretty nasty.
So that's the reason why we've taken the leaves off. It's also good practice at this time of year with your tomato plants, because it lets the sun and air get in about them. There's less problems with, for example, botrytis, which is a kind of mould, and also helps to ripen the tomatoes up. If you get tomatoes that don't ripen and maybe dropping off the plant in the green, you can either leave them on a window ledge, for example, like this, and they should turn of their own accord. But if they're being a bit slow and not turning so well, there's this gardener's tip, which is using a contained space wicker basket, so there's air getting in amongst it, but we're putting banana skins in with the unripe tomatoes.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
And that acts as a source of ethylene, which is in fact a plant hormone. And so we've got tiers of tomatoes that need ripened with banana skins, and over them we've put the fleece in order to increase the concentration of the gas round about the tomatoes. It does work much faster than leaving them on the windowsill.
How long does it usually take to ripen a green tomato?
A green tomato, it should take within about a week to 10 days to start to turn completely and useful for being able to eat them. So one of our volunteers over the winter is going to do some research on some of the varieties of tomatoes which are very resistant to blight. She mentioned one called Blush, but more research is needed, and that means that when we come to do the seed order for next season, we've got some ideas about how to prevent happening again, because short of changing the entire soil, because we're organic, there's not an awful lot we could do about it, apart from, as I say, the cultural techniques should be honed much better.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's very interesting. We're still having garden produce sales at the gates.
We're having them on Wednesday afternoons and on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
So
pop by and
get your fresh organic produce.
That's right.
Straight from the garden.
Plenty more outside.